Okay. So now we'll be working on data types, like we just gone through that what the data type it is. So if you see, data type is like, suppose while creating a table, we specify that this particular column is belong to this data type. Okay. And data type, it depends upon the requirement, like how exactly you want in that way. Okay. So let's say I'm having a data type, a numeric data type, that will consider the int and float, character, car and varchar, Unicode character, which I explained you yesterday, that is ncar and ntext. Binary, forget that. Date and time will be the date and time. Okay. So here, these are the consider here. If you see this numeric data type, this contain the number and are divided into two categories: exact and approximate. Okay, that's mean decimal, round figure, or the exact without round figure. This can and character string data type. This can contain the alphabet and symbol that have car and varchar. These are similar to Unicode. These are similar to the character string data type, but it takes twice as much as storage. Okay, and binary is the character data type are the hexadecimal format. So ignore this one. And second one is date and date type. This used to store a date time information and such as timestamps and years. So this data type is similar with the VBA. This data type is similar with the VBA. However, uh, we just need to make sure that while we create the table, this is supposed to be in a proper format. Okay. Now we will move into the SQL command. Okay. So before we moving into the SQL command, we will look into it how exactly the creations of table works. Okay. Let's say we are creating, there is the object of, what are the, if you say what are the object of SQLs, we can say the database, schema, and table. These are the object of. Okay. Now let's say example. I'll create the table for employee. Okay. Now you tell me what what are the details required regarding the, like, suppose I am maintaining one file called employee. Now what details you want me to include regarding the employees?
Employee ID, employee name, email ID,
ID,
position,
then mail ID,
name,
then
name,
name, then
position,
date of joining, then
position,
sorry,
position. In what post he is held, what post he is
department,
held. Yeah.
and then gender. Okay, and then salary. Now you find that these are the column we need to create, this we need to add while creating the table of employee. Okay. So now you tell me, if suppose ID is numeric or non-numeric.
Can be mixed. No?
Sorry,
It can be mixed.
it can be mixed, but I want to make it in a numeric way. Now what do I need to do?
You can just do sequence.
So it will be which data type? As
New.
it will be int. Okay. In VBA it was integer, if you remember. Correct.
Yes.
So same here we are using the int. In mail ID we will use the varchar, giving limitations. I'll lay 50. Name also varchar. 30. This is just a limit. Okay. Date of joinee will be date. Department will be varchar. Gender will be car. Car 6. And salary will be int. So now you guys tell me where you are not get, like, if you are not getting this, how exactly we have decided this one. Now I'll open this file. Just a second. This one. Now you see, I have used the varchar. Let me maximize this. I have used the car n. Why here car 6? So what it means? We can like insert the record, the column value that is not more than 6. Okay. Now I'll say again, if I go to the ID I mentioned is a int. Where is int? Here it is. What it is means, allow the whole number between these two disks. Because I want to mention this size, hence I have mentioned the int. I can mention the teeny int and small int also. No issue. But what if the ID is greater than 32,767? Hence I mentioned the int. Now the mail ID. In the mail ID, if I say varchar n variable with character string. So here if you see, the character can be the 800 character. Okay. Now where if you mention variable varchar max, so that can be the more than 8,000 character. If you see over here, the size of that particular data type which you are selecting for that particular column. Okay. Later on, I selected the date. So if I just mention in the date data type, if I mention the date type, I mention this date. So what it will store? It will store only date, not time. Okay. If I store date time, then it will store the date with a millisecond. And if I mention date time 2, it will store the nanosecond. Date with a nanosecond. Okay. And then int in the salary. So now we will be creating a table into SQL. Okay, let me do this. In case if someone doesn't have a install the SQL or something, yeah. One more point. Uh, I just want to know: is everyone have a laptop?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So in case if suppose they don't want to install a SQL, like reason is that if suppose you are having a HDD hard disk, so there will be like performance issue for the SQL. Hence, you can just use this online website. This is online compiler of SQL. Okay. So once you open this, you just need to go into MS SQL and click on connect. Okay. Now you are get connected with the MS SQL server. What I have installed over here, the same you can install over here. Okay. Now I'll create a table in the same manner. I'll say now our syntax is to creating a table. I'll say create table name employee open bracket. Now what is my ID? This is my ID space. What is my data type? Int. Okay, it is done, comma, enter. What is another? Mail ID. Mail ID, comma, var car, this is my data type 30, comma, enter. What is now name var car 30? Name var car 30. So I am entering the column and its data type, then comma, like separating with a comma. Now second is date of joining. Date of joining. I'll mention as a date, comma. Now department, comma. Now gender and then salary. Gender, gender car, then limited word that is 6, comma, and then salary. Int. And remember, if it's your last, you just need to close the bracket. Okay. So what you have created over here, you have created the table. Okay, you have created a table, and I'm just giving you a brief. Like this is just a knowledge that how we have, like, the data type which we have gone through, and how we have applied the that data type. Okay, how we have applied that data type while creating a table. You do not need to create a table, you do not need to create a constant look into this, because you will not be having any access of right access of the SQL. The developer, those who are developer, the SQL developer, they used to do this all these things. But just for information, you should have a knowledge of the data type while creating a table, how exactly it works. Because while you write down the query on the base of that particular column, you will be having, like, creating, building the query. Okay. Hence, you should know that how exactly this works. This will table level. This all will be creating by the developer. You do not need to do anything, but you should have information. Okay. Once you are done with this, okay. Once you are done, you need to execute this. Run. Okay. Now what is showing? Showing date of joining is the date. I think this will not accept date time. One server file like comma comma.
And in the name bar,
Sorry,
you haven't closed the right in the name bar. So fourth line,
which one? Oh
name
yes,
where
yes, yes. Now this is perfect.
salary also.
Sorry,
In the salary also. Okay, no problem. There you have mentioned the figure.
no salary. It's okay because this is our last column.
No, no figure.
So now it has been done. Now you can see in the left side your table has been created. Correct? Employee. So this employee table has been created into your database. Okay, into your database. Now you can insert the values and all those things into the employee. Now I will start. Uh, is this clear how we have created this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's start with the SQL command. Okay. Now the SQL command comes under the part. What does the SQL command means? This is how we have differentiate that where we need to do, like what we supposed to do. Mainly the analytics use the DML DQL language. Okay, the DML it's a data manipulation language, and DQL is a data query language. Okay, rest the DDL, DCL, and TCL used by the developer. But however, you should know how exactly it works. Okay, so first we will start with the DDL. Okay, now what the DDL command is? Okay, DDL command means the create, drop, alter, and truncate. If you see, create, drop, alter, and truncate. So if I say create, it will create database, it will create schema, it will create table. Okay, and same, it will drop the table, drop a schema, drop a database. That is, drop means delete. Okay, delete. And then alter a database, alter a table, and alter a schema, or alter the constant. Alter means modification. If I want to do some modification into the table or something, I can do with the help of alter. Okay, and then truncate. Truncate will empty the table. It may there will be a table, but the records will get null, like empty, removed from the table. Okay, so what exactly it means? SQL command are instruction. It is used to communicate with database. Okay, and it is also used to perform a specific task, function, and queries of data. So today we will look into the DDL command. DDL command. Okay, and then DML, DQL, and for just for information, DCL, and TCL I'll give you. Okay. Now, what the DDL command is? DDL changes the structure of a table, like creating table, deleting table, and altering a table. That's mean creating a table, deleting a table, and modifying the table. Okay. All command of DDL are auto committed. Auto committed means, suppose once you have executed, you have written a query, and once you have executed, it is executed. There will not be a revert back. Like suppose if you have deleted the table, it will get deleted. You cannot, if I say if you want to get back that data, you will not be able to do that. If you want to do undo, you will not be able to do that. Okay, and then it permanently save all changes in the database. Now what is this? Here are some commands: create, alter, drop, and truncate. Okay, so create, if you see, we have created a table. Okay, create a table, create table employee, then name, here was name and its data type, email, its data type, DOB, and its data type, date. Okay, so this is what we have done over here. This is, we have created a table. Now drop table, we have to, if suppose rather than this, if I just write down drop table employee, so what it will do, it will delete the table which I have created just. Okay, this I created, and this, if I just execute this, let me do this later on. Now this is, what is this? Alter table employee. Okay, alter table, suppose you have created a table and you forgot to add a column, so at that time you can add a column. How you can do? Let me do this first. I'll just drop a table. Here this query you have run, so the table has been created. Now this query, if you execute, the employee got deleted. Okay, now again if you run this one, the table got created, employee. Okay, suddenly you came to know that there was a one column. If I would like, just let me know which column should I add in this. Which column am I supposed to add? Hmm, ID, mail ID, name, date of joining, department, gender, salary. I would guess. Eh? Hello?
We can add position.
Sorry, you are not audible.
Oh, sorry, my mic is.
Hello.
Position.
You can say position, correct?
Yeah.
So I'll say role, correct?
Yeah.
Now I'll go and I'll say alter table. That's mean modify table. In Oracle language, it is say modify. Alter table which employee. Alter table employee. Add role and its data type. Varchar 30. That's all. Alter table. That's mean modify table. Which table employee. Add role Varchar 30. If I execute this, now if you go and check, you'll be able to see the column role Varchar. Correct? Now,
Can we use the
we
insert
found,
function to add this one?
sorry,
Can we use the insert function to add?
no, insert function is different. That is DML language. That is
Okay.
DML. Like you will be get confusing. Gradually, we will be covering those commands. If you see over here, here it is insert.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is DDL, data definition language, where we are working with the columns. Okay, columns.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you go with the DML, this works with the records. Okay,
Okay.
so first we are focusing on column while creating a table and all those things. What steps do we need to take? So at that time, DDL command comes. You just need to think. You just need to think what exactly it do. Here, what it is doing? It is creating a table. Correct.
Yeah.
Here it is dropping a table. Here it
Mm.
is alter the table. That's mean modifying. If some column is missed, we are adding over here. And here we are
Yeah.
deleting the records from the table. So they are talking about particular table. Okay, this
Okay.
they are talking about particular table. We have not even moved into the records. Okay, so DDL will be all regarding to the table.
Okay.
So if I say alter table employee add role varchar 30, here we have done. Suddenly you thought that gender should be varchar rather than car. I don't want it. It's supposed to be car. So now you are changing a data type. If you are changing, that's mean if you are modifying, again you need to do use the same command, that is alter. Correct? I'll use alter table employee. Now I'm altering the table employee, but I am doing the changes in existing column. Existing column. Okay. So if I say existing column, I have to mention column alter column. Which column? Gender
Gender.
as varchar 10. So now you see what is different between this alter and this alter. Just think 10 seconds and just let me know what is different between
Which
that and
which alter? Okay.
this
Which
alter
one?
and this alter.
In first one, I think we are adding the new column. In second one, we are altering the column. So we are saying first we are telling alter in the table employee and again alter the column.
Yeah, first we are altering the table and adding the column, correct?
Yeah,
And in the second,
correct.
first we are altering the table employee and then we are altering the column. That please change. We are working on the like in the table alteration and then in the column. Okay, now you can
Yeah.
see here this car. Now if I execute this, it will get changed from car to our car. Correct? So this is how the alter use. Now in case if suppose you use the truncate table employee. So what it will do, whatever the record present in employee will be vanished, entire record. So before that we need to like go with the DML language. Okay, is it clear guys? This one, create, alter, drop, truncate.
Yeah.
Truncate I will let you know after this one. Reason is that we have to insert the record as well.
Okay.
So these three are clear. Create, alter, and drop.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So if I say uh, let's go in the DML language. This is the most important in the analytics. DML command is used to modify the database. It is responsible for all form of changes in the database. Okay, and the command of DML is not auto committed. That means if you have changed something, if you have deleted the record, you can do undo. Okay, that is rollback. You can use the rollback, save point, and all those things. And it can permanently save all changes database. They can be rollback. Now, what is the command of that? That is insert, update, and delete. Okay, insert, update, insert means insert record, update record, and delete record. Okay, so what are the syntax of this? Insert into particular table name, their column name, values, and then unity enter. Insert into table name, values. If you see in the first syntax, they are specifying the column and then yeah, they are entering the value. But in case if you don't want to specify, you want to insert a record as sequence present into a table, then you just need to mention insert into table values and then whatever you want to mention. And same with the update table, set column and delete from. So let's do this. Okay, DML. Now you are working on the DML language. How the DML language works. So let's say again, let's start. I'll say I have already created a table now. Now I'll start. Now you are Karthik, which you were talking about. I'll just
Yeah.
right now. New tab here. If I say open new tab, I'll say insert into employee table. That's mean insert into employer. Now what values? Open bracket. Now as per the sequence which I have mentioned over here, this we need to follow this sequence. If you don't follow, it will get error, throw an error. Okay, so I say ID 1, then comma, mail ID @gmail.com, quote, in quote, this is supposed to be in a quote, single quote both side, comma. If it's character, this is supposed to be a single quote in both side. Okay, and then name. Okay, and then date of joining. I'll say and then what is this? Uh, Department, operations, and then I'll mention. So if you see what I'm doing, I'm following the sequence of the my column, and on the base of that I'm entering the data. And after the department and the salary, then the role, double. Now if you are done with the role and all those things, just need to close the bracket. So here what you have done, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So on the basis of this column you have followed this sequence, and on the basis of this sequence you have entered the data. Now if you just execute this, what it is showing, token error, operand type class int incompatible with a date on server. Okay. Conversion failed when converting a date. This compiler always have issue with date. They follow, this is the US based, that's why they follow the one. I'll just change the format. So now you can see what I have done. I have just changed the format of that date. As this compiler is from like this, we are using the server of US, so they accept in this format: first year, month, and that date. Okay. Now, if you go and just use the query that's belong to DQL, I'm just this one, this DQL, that is select. Okay, so I'm just first and I'll just write down select star. Star means enter star from employee. So we have created a table, and we have in that table we have inserted the record. I'll execute this. Let's see what result we are getting. Now you can see in the ID there is a one, mail ID, name, date of joining of department, gender, salary, and role. Correct? This is what we have done. Now I want to add some more. Let's say example, I want to add something. I'll just remove this.
Uh, Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
yes,
The
yes.
meeting is about to end within a minute, so
Yeah. We can rejoin. We can rejoin. Please rejoin.
okay, okay.